I hope you hear me well. Let's check the sound. Great. Let's start our today briefing from some fundamental factors. So it's extremely important to indicate that the cryptocurrency price is mostly consolidated on Tuesday ahead of upcoming GDP figures from the United States. And there were some more important news. I mean, basically GDP for third quarter, GDP price index, and GDP sales, and finally initial jobless claims. Surprisingly, that all their outcomes were quite optimistic, higher than expectations. However, we see the small drop of BTC for today. There was a small drop. However, according to these shadows, it looks like the huge buyers limit orders bought out all this movement. And I just think that this is a short-term lag on such news. The BTC and maybe other altcoins will be bought out to this diapason again. However, despite quite good news, economic news, I mean, the critical position of cryptocurrency is almost the same. There is a quite high level of uncertainty and the really great, very admirably high level of fear. There are two scenarios according to current situation, I mean the BTC. The first scenario, if the BTC is consolidating around this area, and if there is a real lack of after the news, the BTC would probably make some attempts to capture above this zone. I really hope for this. In the worst scenario, it comes deeper because, as you see on a higher time frame, the picture is quite unstable. Before this point, before this moment, the picture was absolutely reversal, but this part of graph really spoiled all the situation. Another quite good sign was that after the further breakout, I was really sure that on this stage there were no any obstacles for BTC to go down through these cascade levels. However, it was quite sharply bought out, and now the price is being held by huge whales, I think, who are staying in loss since 9th of July. And despite of this fact, no whales leaving the instrument is good. So there are two scenarios. The second scenario, if huge players finally fail to hold it, the price would figuratively would go down. Here we will see, I think, small consolidation and then the breakout of this cascade level. So we will be considering all these setups, all the altcoins, depending on these two scenarios, the first scenario and the second scenario. Okay, XRP, quite interesting situation. I really hope that the good economical news, I mean the GDP outcome, good results would probably lead to the growth, at least short-term growth of some altcoins, and in this case we should wait the uptrend movement and the long breakout of this level. Be sure that there are higher than average volumes. In the second scenario, I think I'm almost sure that it will be the breakout of this slope, because all the participants are really waiting for their breakout, and I think there is a huge pool of liquidity here. That's why, in case of worse scenario, the impulse here after the break of this slope would be much more sharp and admirable than in first case. There could be very short impulse. That's why I recommend entering in advance somewhere here if there are some solid arguments in the order book. Then BNX, quite a good situation with the triangle. I really like trading triangle. However, triangles are quite dangerous, because there could be very sharp liquidity grabs to both sides, and we never know which side will be chosen by a huge player, by manipulator. So be careful. And however, here we really lack the volumes. As you see, the volumes are lower than average, and we really need some more volumes. I would rather place alarm level on this price 74.5, 75, 74.0, because I am not sure that the breakout of the lower slope, the probability of such outcome is quite low, because of we already here, and there is no volume. Quite good setup graphically, but in fact the movement is almost dead. GMT, another quite good situation, and we should consider this setup only in the second scenario of negative outcome. In case of downfall of BTC, we should wait for the breakout of this level. Why we choose this level? Because this level is extremely strong. It's the historical lows, as you see here. That was the only touch, and here was the small consolidation as I think that was the real market profile level. Just a moment. Yes, somewhere here there is a very strong level, and I think in case of the second scenario we will be breaking this level, because we have some consolidation with the price testing. Already tested this level for the first time. There was a good chance to take the pullback from this level. I usually really like taking pullbacks after the first touch to such strong level. They could be really good movement. However, the next touch will be dangerous to catch pullback, so we are waiting for the breakout. However, it lacks several touches, several testings, so be careful and wait. It should look like this. NKN, another one, triangle. However, here we already see the attempts to break the slope, and there are some higher than average volumes. However, according to quite weak movement, I think that there is a huge player who doesn't let the price go lower because he's still loading. So let's keep an eye on this situation. At any moment, it could be a drastic impulse with a very sharp rolling back of the price. Be careful. AXS, another one situation with very accurate touches of the level. As you see, it means that the price really respects this level, and usually such levels are being broken extremely well. Here we see some long shadows. Looks like that was the robot or algorithm to attempt to count participant stop losses to load the position. But let's look the futures graph. It's not the same, however, yes, we have the same movement here. It's a good sign for short movement. And here we have the same picture. It's extremely good. In the case of the second scenario, please be sure you place this instrument on your this setup on your working space. So I'm waiting for such a movement with a drastic breakout, but it could be very short. So place in advance the proper limit orders or take profits here to at least close 80% of your entry of your position at 1% of movement. C98, another quite interesting situation. Here we have quite strong, really strong market profile level with the maximum volume, and as usual, such levels are being worked out like that. I really still wait for the retest of this level and then going down. However, according to this price action, here we have 3%. I think that this is the final rolling down to this level, and I'm waiting for several touches. As usual, several touches, small consolidation, and drastic further breakout. I think that we are at the edge of the new down road rally. Waves quite accurate consolidation. Here we see interesting thing. We can only judge whether it's liquidity graph or no. But anyway, we should keep an eye on this situation. There are two scenarios, depending on the BTC scenario. There is a direct correlation with the BTC, so it's quite obvious. I think there are enough testing of the level on both sides. So if in first case we will have the breakout to renew this previous extremum And in case of the worst scenario, I think we will have much more potential because of the strong negative background and really strong short movement of the cryptocurrency in general. So let's call it a day, my friends, and I really recommend you take a look at CScalp course. You can find it in the description of this video. It's absolutely free and it will be very relevant, especially for beginners. Thank you for your attention. Please do not forget about your risk management and do not increase your working volumes. See you next time.